Oops, lights on. Light. An update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Covers stories of the Buffalo shooting. How the agents can push on it. That and out tonight. But first, a look at weather, which is this week. We had a big snowstorm move through yesterday, and we didn't as we were expecting, but we got about over a foot of snow. I was pain in the butt, but what can you say? So yeah, the thing about Buffalo shooting. How many agendas are they putting into this? Of course, some politician guy who's with his league glitching. With his family on the young. How many of these are going to have for somebody before guns? Voicing out, so I will reset him. Okay, I'm back. Am I back? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me now? Still a bad signal? Yeah. Huh. I thought I had decent signal as far as it on my side. Much better, Mad Pyman says. Okay, good. Good. All right. So yeah, how many agendas in that shooting? Oh my goodness. It's insane. First of all, the Second Amendment thing, right? Also, they asked him, where did you get all your crazy ideas? He says, I learned it on the internet. So that's another agenda, right? They're pushing radicalized online. So like they're wanting to demonize, the internet for sure, Sorry, my voice is a little bit hacked today. But shit like this, they're demonizing us talking to each other on the internet, basically. They could say that a live stream like this could radicalize kids if they happen to see it, because, that, let's face it, the guy was just a kid. He was only 18 years old, but they asked him where he got all his ideas. And of course he said from the internet. So yeah, that's another agenda they're pushing with it. What else? There's the whole hate thing. Whenever I hear them talk about it on the mainstream, they say, oh, it was a racially motivated hate crime. Yes, they want to end live streams for sure. And also the guy was live streaming it. But I don't know. I don't know if they really want to end live streams, but only in certain situations. Like, they don't want people live streaming things where, it could expose some of their plots, and there's not much once it gets out, there's not much they can do about it. So, they want to eliminate live streams that are beyond their control, which is why I'm not allowed to live stream. You got to have at least 1,000 subs on YouTube in order to live stream from a mobile device. It's so ridiculous, their rules. If you want to live stream from mobile, you got to have at least 1,000 subs. And they make sure that someone they don't like myself, will never get to 1,000 subs. Somehow, God. Sounding horrible. I think I got the whats. But shooting live is fine. Just hates me. Yeah. They're also calling him a domestic terrorist. I guess, you go out and you open fire on a grocery store. I guess, yeah, that is kind of an act of terrorism and hate. But yeah. What other agendas did I hear him talking about on this thing? But that's quite a few of them right there. Probably not all of them. But yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's one big story going on this week. Gosh, I can't even think of all the other stories. There's so many stories. I just haven't been following it today. I've just been screwing around, playing games on my computer all day because it's just been cold and shitty outside. So, but anyways, I guess I'll go ahead and post a link now. Yeah, my mind's a little scattered right now. I just got done working on a theme park on my theme park building game. It's very addictive. Before you know it, you're building a theme park, and before you know it, 5 hours has gone by. It's an amazing time waster, but it's a lot of fun. Since it's been a cold, snowy day, I thought I would get into that. Yesterday and today, I've been getting into it. And yeah, the time just flies by. But yeah, also, my car hasn't repaired itself. So, well, I don't know. I went out, I drove a little bit today. And it didn't seem to be shaking quite as bad when I hit 50 miles an hour, but yeah, it'll probably get bad again. But so I had to call and make an appointment for a mechanic to look at it, and that it won't get looked at till next Sunday. So I got to drive on it for another week. So hopefully I'll just stay off the high-speed highways and get through another week with my limpy-ass car, and hopefully I won't make the damage any worse. Let's see. Davey says he had a black and white checkered flag in his front yard. Huh. What does that mean? Oh, he was masonry. That has to do with masonry, huh? Yeah. What else was there about this kid? This 18-year-old kid who was radicalized online. They love to say that, right? That's a big part of their agenda. He was another agenda that I've been hearing him talk about is they like to emphasize how he legally purchased his firearms. I always say that. He legally purchased all of his equipment. So yeah, there's another agenda they're pushing, right? The legal sale of firearms and tactical gear, bulletproof vest, and that was another agenda they're pushing. The bulletproof vest was another part of the story. How a guy shot him. There was an off-duty cop there who hit him with 3 rounds, but it didn't hurt him because he was wearing tactical vest, and he was able to fire back and kill the off-duty cop or the retired cop, whatever it was. So yeah, there's another one. So how many agendas is that so far? It's like 5 or 6 right there, and that's just getting started. But man, it's amazing the lengths these people go to push an agenda. But anyways, on that note, I will go ahead and take a little puff here. Cheers.
Shut up. Hey, man.
Hey, man. I'm doing all right. I'm in the middle of a 3.5-day weekend here. So,
no,
yeah, I took a day off because of the weather.
You got snowed in, yeah?
Yeah, we got a pretty good snowstorm, and it's melting real quick though. It's almost summertime, so
yeah.
But yeah, we really needed the moisture, that's for sure. But I guess they got snow down in Denver, so it's a big mess. We'll see how many. My power has been glitching on and off all day long. Hopefully, it won't glitch on and off during the live stream here. But yeah, I woke up this morning and my house was going haywire because the power kept. Like I got these lights behind me, they come on automatically when the power goes off and comes back on.
No,
there's certain things in my house that turn on automatically when they get a power surge for some.
They're hardwired, dude.
Yeah. And so I got a few things around my house that were all crazy this morning, so I had to get up because I have my door open in my room and that light is shining right in. I'm just like. So I had to get up, shut off those lights, go back to bed, and then like a little while later, the lights came back on again, and I was like, "Fucking woke me up again." So yeah, that happens with a spring snowstorm. Hopefully nobody loses power too seriously. But yeah, I can knock the power out for a while. But nowadays that makes me kind of nervous. They'll knock our power out. What did I do? And who knows how long, power will be out. And they'll say, well, it was because of the storm, right? And now, because of everything going on in the world, it might take a while to get your power back on. It's like everything takes a while these days. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Like I said, I got to wait a week to get my car looked at. And then they say, oh, I'm pretty sure it's like a CB axle, you know. That's what everybody keeps telling me anyways. Yeah, all these shimmering and I probably need. So they'll probably, you know, who knows if they'll be able to get one right away, you know?
What's that?
The parts to fix the car, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever parts it needs, you know. Anyways, this is close to Boulder, Colorado, and there's shit tons of Subarus on the road, so hopefully they got plenty of parts for them available.
could be something simple, man, like a wheel balance weight, you know, that's falling off or something.
Yeah, hopefully that's all it is. I don't know. I don't have the equipment to figure it out. You know?
Yeah.
You got to put it on a wheel balancing machine and spin it around.
Yeah.
And know what the fuck you're doing.
It doesn't take much because they just, you know, if they lose a weight, then they become.
It's amazing how one little thing like that will just
it upsets the harmonics, man, and usually the speed that the problems happen at is like.
Well, I can feel it at a lower speed.
50 miles an hour, man, 80 kilometers an hour, you know? That's always the speed when you get that vibration.
50 miles an hour, yeah. I can kind of feel it at a lower speed. I can feel a little vibration at a lower speed.
And it'll smooth out over when you go faster.
If I have like a drink sitting next to me, I could see it just vibrating a little bit, you know? Like look at you can see it in the drink moving around, you know, the liquid. You can tell that something's not right.
Before, man.
But then when you hit 50, it gets bad. We're like, you know, making a noise and vibrating. So hopefully it doesn't cost me $1 million to fix it, right? That's all I hope. Oh, that's a good. Did you get a hit there, buddy?
Universal joints, man. CV joints, universal joints.
Yeah.
Something in the drivetrain that's all the tires, man, all the wheels. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? Hopefully it's nothing too expensive.
Hey.
You know, I'm figure. You know, worst case scenario, it'll cost me $1,000. I'm hoping. You know, if it costs me $1,000, I can live with it. But it costs more than that, then I'll really start to fucking be hurt.
Hey,
you know, I gotta have it fixed, right? I can't fucking drive around with.
Is your car manual or automatic, man?
Manual.
Manual. Oh, that's good. That eliminates one problem.
But yeah, you know, it's an all-wheel drive. You know, like all kinds of, you know, moving parts, I guess.
Yeah.
On an all-wheel drive car, opposed to the old rear-wheel drive cars we used to drive back in the day.
You want to make sure, I mean, where you live, man, you don't want anything to go wrong there. You want to make sure it's 100%.
Anywhere, I don't want anything to go wrong. Nobody wants anything to go wrong with their car.
Nah, but you don't want to get stranded, man. You know what I mean?
It's a bad thing, yeah. Usually, I've gotten stranded before, and you know, I usually get out of my car and hitchhike, and someone who pick me up pretty quick. They see you got a broken down car there, they're pretty cool about it. If you're just hitchhiking, like, you know, like a bum out on no one will give you a ride. But if someone sees you that your car is broken down, that, you know, they'll fucking give you a ride. It's weird like that. I've been always hitchhiking because my car broke down in Boulder. You know, no cell phone, nothing. You know, I'm just fucking hitchhike home. Yeah. You know, up Boulder Canyon, you know, into Nederland, and I was there for like an hour and a half, man, and no one would give me a ride. Yeah. And finally, this fucking dude this guy I knew, man, stopped and picked me up. And he had to go way out of his way, but he gave me a ride all the way home, man. He said, "Oh, dude, I'll give you a ride all the way to your house. Don't worry about it." Yeah. You know? So we stopped at the liquor store, and I bought him, you know, a 6-pack of beer or whatever, you know. And yeah. But yeah, I don't want to get broken down, man, but it happens when you drive an old jalopy.
No, you got a good car, man. So
I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper today.
Dr. Pepper, oh shit!
I know, it's terrible. Not good. But it's so tasty.
Yeah, I can't drink that, man.
Yeah, it's definitely not good for you, man. I wouldn't recommend it, but every
No, I
once
just
in a
can't stand
while.
it. Tastes like bloody cough syrup, man.
Yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste. But yeah, I had a Dr. Pepper with my dinner, man, and I got some left. So I like to drink something carbonated. This has kind of lost its charm, lost its carbonation.
No.
So yeah, what else was I going to talk about? The economy. That's a big story. Fuck. Markets are all fucking on the toilet. Prices are going through the roof. You know, same old story. Price of gas. Everybody's talking about that, man. Fuck. I guess I heard
it's getting bad here too, man.
The average here in the United States is like over $6 a gallon. That's way more than it is here.
I remember telling Americans like a year ago that our gas was $7, $7.50 a gallon, you know, and they're like up to $8 a gallon, and they're like, "Whoa, no way, fucking! I feel sorry for you, you know, it'll never be that bad here." Blah blah blah. Well, it's coming, isn't it? A year later, man, and now it's happening over there. Through the roof, mate. Ours hit. I haven't checked lately, but the last time I looked, it was $2.15 a litre, man, which is way over $8, man, a gallon.
Davey says way over $8 a gallon. Fuck.
Yeah.
$2 a liter.
Over $2 a litre,
yeah. Yeah, a liter's like less than a half a gallon, like a quarter of a gallon.
Quarter of a gallon,
yeah. Davey says 10 weeks worth of wheat left in the world. They're saying, I don't believe that. It's getting bad, but it's possible. Good thing I don't eat a lot of wheat, man. I do, I used to eat Wheaties a lot, but yeah, I'm sure they feed wheat to animals and stuff, and a lot of people eat it. I don't think they feed much wheat to animals, but I guess it's a staple for people all over the world, though. I don't know. I don't think wheat's very healthy for humans. It's very important for
It's probably all right if it's natural, man, but they've screwed around with their food so much, you know. That's where all your intolerances come from, and allergies, and because it's just not real food anymore, is it?
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting story. We'll see about that. 10 weeks. It's just like 2.5 months. That would be like middle of summer. Here, middle of winter down there.
It's getting cold here.
I used to eat wheat, man, but I found out it's really.
I still eat bread, man. Yeah.
I guess I used to think it was good for your digestion, but I don't know.
Bread's still a staple for me, man. Yeah, it keeps me alive.
I eat a lot of sandwiches and shit.
I don't eat cereal. I stopped eating cereal when I found out they put fucking iron filings in it. That was enough for me, man.
Well, maybe your body needs those iron filings.
Yep. Whenever you see added iron, you stay away.
That's how they do it, huh? Yeah, because I seen a guy who took that shit and he ran it through like a fucking shredder, like grinded it all up to a fine dust, and then he took a magnet. Yeah, and he's pulling out all them fucking iron.
And that ad man that blew the whistle on the iron filings. That was from it's not an ad. It was a science experiment, yeah, but it was from
Just
the
took a
70s.
magnet and took the iron out of it, I guess.
That's an old video, man. That's from like 78 or 79 or some shit. It goes way back.
I mean, no, I think more than one person has done it. There's like, I don't think it'll really hurt you. Obviously.
Oh, I think it can.
You'll start rusting in your stomach.
I'm pretty sure, man, that it's gonna, you know. I mean, there's the particles that you can see.
Iron.
Yeah, there's the particles you can see. Then there's the particles that you can't see, right? And they're the ones that are microscopic, right? So they're the ones that are going into your bloodstream, man. You know what I mean? And they're perforating your arteries,
clots, brother.
Yeah, perforating your arteries, man.
What do you call it? What do you call a traffic jam in Harlem?
A bit like the jab was doing, you know, slicing you up from the inside.
Yeah. You think? I don't think so, man. I think your body just breaks it down and poops it out.
Yeah, I don't think we need iron filings, though, man. I don't think it's a necessary part of our diet somehow.
You know? Yeah. You know, maybe it makes you stronger, man. That's what I always thought. Iron makes you stronger. That's why they call it iron. Iron is strong.
We should just be
fortified. It's fortified with iron.
We should just be eating staplers on toast, man. If we want
more iron. Say, fortified. It's fortified.
Just eat staples. Have a staple diet. Just eat staples on toast.
Yeah, you need to be real strong. You get plenty of iron in your diet. Anyway, later, Mr. Adam's apple. He stopped by for a minute now and then. But he never hangs out for very long, man.
Who's that?
I mean, Mr. Adam's apple.
Oh, he's in and out.
He's always in and out early.
Will drop in a minute.
But he says Weetabix is okay. I don't even know what the fuck Weetabix is. Some kind of cereal? Like, it's supposed to be good for you.
Hey, we've got Weet-Bix, man. Weet-Bix is the Australian.
Let's get Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey, Weet-Bix is our version, man, and that's as Australian as Vegemite. Everyone eats it.
We had a commercial here in the United States that was real famous. It was called Mikey Likes It. He would eat Life cereal. All the other kids like, he likes it. He likes it. And it became famous. Mikey likes it. Because, yeah. If Mikey would eat it, then it was good because Mikey was a very finicky kid.
Oh, right. Okay.
He won't eat it. He hates everything.
I was never big on the sugary cereals, man. I always liked muesli and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I used to love the fucking Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles and
Sultana brand, man. That was a favorite.
Captain Crunch. Man, that shit would fuck your whole mouth up.
Yeah. Raisin Bran or Sultana brand. We've got Sultana brand, man. That's nice.
Raisin
Bran and Sultana.
Yeah, the good old days when I used to eat cereal. I quit years ago, and I quit drinking milk pretty much.
Same, man. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I eat ice cream still, you know, so I didn't totally quit.
I still eat cheese.
Didn't totally quit dairy products. But yeah, well, I guess I used to drink a lot of like Nestle Quicks and shit. It was fucking my stomach all up, I guess.
Yeah, I gave away the flavored milk, man. Yeah.
I used to love that shit, man. It was all different flavors, banana and fucking. It was like a really tasty milkshake.
I grew up on that shit too, man. Yeah.
It was good for you, man. It all started with chocolate milk back in the day.
Yeah.
Then they started coming out with all these other flavors.
It's part of the food pyramid. It's got to be good for you.
Yeah. I survived on it. I used to eat that in like a pack of donuts, you know, like those donuts that came in wrapped in plastic.
Yeah.
That's what I would eat for breakfast. It was a nutritious breakfast, man. Package of mini donuts and the fucking Nestle Quick.
That is a staple for some people, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love their donuts for breakfast, man.
Ken says, keep away from Kellogg cereals. Hey, that's not my opinion, man. I don't want to get sued by Kellogg's talking bad about their cereal.
Kellogg's, man. Kellogg's isn't a good company, man.
Yeah. I thought that's all we got here is Kellogg's.
Yeah.
No, I think we got Kellogg's and General Mills.
You don't have to do much research about it, man, and you'll find out.
About Kellogg's?
Kellogg's, yeah.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. They're great. You ever heard of Tony the Tiger?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You show him you're a tiger. Yeah. He's one of our big, cultural icon here in the United States, Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. Now we pretty much got all the cereal you got, man. They might have different names, but
yeah,
there's like a whole aisle of fucking sugar.
Yeah, we have kangaroos,
crap.
Man.
Yeah.
We have a cereal called Roos, kangaroos.
Hop right into it.
It has a kangaroo on the box with like a little Joey in his pouch.
No.
But like a cartoon one, a cartoon kangaroo with. And little Joey's like smiling, eating some kangaroos. Yeah, that's how they sell. That's how they sell to children, man. The cartoons, man.
Nee.
The sweet flavored cereal with the cartoon character commercial, man. It's all a package. Everyone. That's how we ate cereal. Every cereal we ate was like that. It had a.
Oh, hey.
A commercial with the character.
For sure, man.
Yeah, and the commercials were great.
They were. And they always played the commercials when you were watching cartoons on Saturday morning, didn't they?
Come to the Honeycomb Hideout. Honeycomb, you ever seen that one?
What's Toucan Sam? What does he sell, man? What cereal is he?
Cornflakes. You mean Honeycomb was like. It looked like a fucking honey pea, It was like shaped like an octagon.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a coincidence or not? I don't know. But
oh yeah, man, it was big.
They had a great commercial back when I was a kid. The Honeycomb Hideout, they had like a hideout. The kids. It was like a.
And you get toys in your cereal too, man. You get a little plastic toy, in every box.
Oh yeah, the toy was a big part of the sale, man. Get your fucking Captain Kangaroo decoder ring. Whatever it was, yeah. Now I'm sure they still got them, Now you get a code to get like an online ATF or some shit.
There's always shit. It's all digital now, man, on your smartphone.
You get a code that you can look up and you can get a fucking.
Enter this competition now.
Yeah. You can get a Pokemon or something online.
Yeah.
But it's not, It's not real. It's only an online Pokemon. It's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon, huh? Yeah.
Oh, that bullshit. Man. Gotta catch them all.
I remember that. Remember when that first came out? And people were walking all over the place like idiots, looking at their phones.
Oh, when it was on their phones, yeah, that was
that game, man. I was like,
it just proved how dumb people are.
It was such a fad, man. Everybody was doing it. It was crazy. I think it's mellowed out now.
Yeah, they all walked off cliffs, man. I think it's part of the depopulation agenda.
Purposely leading them off cliffs. Oh, look, I'm going to get one of these.
Sponsored by Bill Gates. Pokemon sponsored by Bill Gates.
And they're not even real things. They're just fucking digital programs.
Be very, very quiet.
I heard all kinds of, conspiracy theories about that. Where they were, really getting people to map out the world in like greater detail.
Yeah. Oh,
and like, yeah.
They're saving Google. Saving Google billions of dollars. Yeah, you're mapping out the inside of your house, buildings. Yeah, that's right. Everything.
God, if you look at how detailed the online maps are now, it's crazy. Even like, like the Google Maps, whatever, any map you look at shows every building, like an outline of every building. Like, it's just.
I got drones, man, that can
constantly updating it, so.
Yeah, they got drones that can fly inside houses,
here,
man.
Building here. This is my house. My neighbor's house.
But I think if you got Wi-Fi, you're already giving away all your interior details of your house anyway. I can see it all, man. It's because it does map it out. It bounces off all the walls and sends a signal everywhere.
Kind of the same sort of thing, man. Talking about prizes and cereals and Pokemon. It's all part of the agenda to brainwash.
That's just testing people to see how much bullshit
how dumb they can make the kid, I guess, but man, kids.
What can we make people do?
Kids just love it, right? I know when I was a kid, I loved all that shit. The toys and the cereal.
Oh yeah, man.
The Happy Meal at McDonald's. We didn't have a Happy Meal when I was a kid. That was like after my time.
No, I don't think I did either, man.
Kids younger than me were into Happy Meals. The time I
think it came in like the late 80s, early 90s or something.
Yeah, that's when I was, young adult at that point.
Yeah.
And so, before that, we just get like a cheeseburger and fries,
Yeah, that's it, man.
Same thing. And they would give us like balloons.
Yeah, that's right. They used to give you shit over the counter, didn't they? Yeah, that's right.
That was the toy. It was a balloon. Usually. And we loved it. We got a fucking balloon. This is the greatest fucking thing ever. And then it all evolved from there, from the balloon, to a toy.
I remember when McDonald's first opened close to where I live, man. Yeah, they had a competition going.
Dildo. Now they're putting away dildo.
They had a competition going, man, for
call it a super Happy Meal.
Because you got a balloon. Blew that shit up. Yeah, they had a competition going, man, like way back. And all you had to do was you had to repeat the jingle, which was 2 all beef patties, lettuce, sauce.
Oh yeah,
what is it? 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. You had to say it as fast as you could, man, and if you could say it perfectly and quick enough, they give you a free Big Mac. Hey, I used to get free Big Macs, man, because I could fucking smash that shit. Yeah.
2 all beef patties, special sauce,
lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Yeah, I remember memorizing that. I never forgot. Yeah. They
didn't run that for very long because they were giving away too many hamburgers.
People are brainwashed to know that song.
That's it.
Or that. So it's so easy to say. It rolls off the tongue very easily, right? Once you memorize it.
And I thought I always did like Big Macs, but it was only the sauce, man. The rest of it was shit. If you took the sauce off
what it is?
Yeah, it was only the sauce, the special sauce.
You know what the sauce is?
It's probably baby brains or something.
Special.
It's special.
I think someone told me it was like ketchup mixed with fucking.
Yeah, it's mayonnaise and ketchup.
Mayonnaise and ketchup and fucking no. Or is it just mayonnaise mixed with pickle relish?
That's all. That's all you could taste, man. If you couldn't taste that,
I think it's mayonnaise mixed with pickle relish.
It would have tasted like absolute fucking cardboard without that sauce, man. Yeah.
Ken Rodman said, "I won a few Big Macs then."
Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to give away a lot of free Big Macs.
Yeah, they did.
They would give you you would get a game piece and you could get like a free Big Mac. They would give a lot of them away. Back in the good old days.
That Monopoly shit's been going for years, though, man. They still got that competition over there.
You heard all the conspiracy theories about that?
No, everyone seems to get the same fucking. Everyone gets the same
pieces. They only make
the same cards or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's all rigged.
No one can ever win the car, man. No one's ever won a car. No one's ever won any money.
Not even no one I know.
No.
Only these people. Oh, this guy won this and this guy, but Nobody knows these people, right?
That's right. They don't exist.
Like Rodney Allen Rippey. He was a actor here when I was a kid. He did a Jack in the Box commercial, man. Mr. Rodney Allen Rippey was his name. He was a little black kid. Obviously, with a name like Rodney Allen Rippey, I think it's going to be a white kid. Yeah, I used to love that shit, though, man. Even back in the 90s,
I used to love the thick shakes, man.
They had the Taco Bell fucking Chihuahua.
The thick shakes and the sundaes, man. I loved that shit before.
Oh, the thick shakes. Then there was a rumor here that McDonald's was putting plastic in their fucking milkshakes.
Well, the pink slime should be enough to put anybody off, man.
Who knows what the fuck, man? You know, that one guy wears a McDeath shirt. He's about right, man. He was selling McDeath shirts. They fucking took him down. He had to get rid of his McDeath shirts. They wouldn't produce them anymore. You know, people use these shirt fucking websites. You know, you seen these?
Hey, I know
go on there and
Teespring and shit like that.
Make yourself a customized T-shirt all on your computer, and then they just send them to you in the mail.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, man. Yeah.
You just order them. If people order a shirt from you,
you give them a design, and they
actually order it straight from there. You don't even have to.
They make them. They make them by order on demand, don't they?
I don't know how much they keep, but they probably keep most of the money.
You don't have to hold any stock. They do everything for you.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it costs.
I would imagine you probably get 30% of it if you're lucky.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, that's how it works.
Something like that. I know it couldn't be much more than that.
They got to cover the shipping and the manufacturing.
I'm sure they get the lion's share of the money.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. You wouldn't get half. No, you probably wouldn't get half.
Yeah, probably not. Unless you sold a shit ton, maybe. Maybe the more you sold, the better deal you would probably get.
It's a good way to promote your channel, man. People, they want to, they start building YouTube's. Forget about YouTube, man. But if someone's on another platform and they start getting a bit of a following,
it's a good way to build.
Good way to build your channel, man. Yeah.
I bought one shirt from Truth Virus, and he sent me two. Because he said,
"Hey, man."
One of them he didn't think that it was on right, so he sent me another one. It was a different color. Man, he didn't have to send me two shirts. But
he's the one that put me on to you, man. So yeah, he's a good man, eh?
Yeah, he's hilarious, like you say.
He is, man.
Man, he gets pissed off.
Yeah.
You don't pull no. He doesn't try to hide his emotions whatsoever.
Nah, man. No.
He's like me in a lot of ways, like that. When I get pissed off, I have a hard time holding it in. Any emotion I get, I have a hard time.
I'm the same too, man. That's why I try not to get angry.
I'm way more emotional than your average male. Most of the guys.
I think we're all the same, man. It's either full on or nothing.
Yeah. Especially if I'm drinking. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're saying that.
Yeah. So I guess he's still going on his what?
Yeah, man.
120th channel. I watched a video of his recently.
Yeah.
Still pretty much the same as it was. Just talking about what's going on in the world and not too happy about it.
No, man.
Who could blame him?
Oh, I love his humour, man. Cracks me up. He says that he adds the humour, man.
It is funny, man.
Try and give people hope and keep them smiling, man, and keep them positive. But he is a highlight, man. Every time I watch one of his videos, man, puts me in a better mood, man. It makes my day, man. It works.
I gotta follow him. It's like I don't get no fees from people, so they kind of drift away because they don't show up on my.
Oh, they cut it out, man. Just shadow ban.
Shadow banning them people from that I'm subscribed to. I hardly get any videos from people I'm subscribed to.
Yeah, I get it sometimes, man.
So if you're not seeing videos on you kind of lose. Drift away from that channel.
Yeah, I know. They do it on purpose. They're good at it.
If it's like right on your radar, man, it kind of tends to drift away. You start watching other shit.
Yeah.
And you got to watch a channel quite, regularly.
It's true, man.
Yeah. And some channels they don't, so they do that on purpose.
Yeah.
You can't share.
Even bigger channels cop it, man. It happens to bigger channels too, man. Channels that have got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, man. They don't. All the feeds don't go out to all the subscribers, man. There's certain people that just never see their videos, and then they just drift away because you've got so many subscribed channels in your.
I probably got 500 at least channels I'm subscribed to,
Yeah, I think I'm up to I'm over 500 now too, man.
I don't know, way more than the subscribers that I have.
Yeah.
And most of them I got to go look at my subscribers. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Oh yeah, I remember that person. I haven't heard. Should go check out their channel.
One day I actually went through, man, and I counted all the channels that I'm subscribed to according to how many it says that I have, and yeah, it wasn't enough. So
somebody do like, oh, please subscribe and like, so like, oh, all right, I'll subscribe. Mostly because I like their channel, I like what they were doing,
I used to subscribe to channels that didn't make any videos, man. They just, they left good comments on videos.
You ever go to Johnny?
Just to give them a bit of encouragement, man. It's like,
it's a good place to go if you want to pick up subscribers. Go to Johnny 50. He'll tell people, man.
Quantum of Conscience, man, is a good one.
You want people to subscribe to your channel, put a number down,
Yeah.
And in chat, and then you'll tell people whoever puts that number down, subscribe to their channel. And a lot of people will subscribe to your channel if you put that number down.
Yeah.
So you can pick up some if you really wanted to, but
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit. I'm sure I picked up quite a few by watching Johnny 50's channel. I was like, yeah, I could use some more subscribers. I was still thinking back when I thought I could possibly get to 1,000 subscribers,
Oh, yeah.
And since I've been at like 445 for like 3 years.
5 years.
It'll go up and down a couple. It always seems to stay right there. 540.
You're the proof that it's possible, Eric. You're the proof that people are getting screwed with.
I don't know, man.
Because in reality, it should be an impossibility, man. That
stay stagnant that long.
Yeah, it shouldn't be possible, man. It just shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, and plus they unsub people all the time too. So I'll get a couple new subs and then they'll unsub a couple just to keep the balance right.
Even if you talk to nobody and nobody was watching your videos and no one knew who you were, there'd have to be someone.
Even if I didn't have the Mad Pieman as my promoter.
You'd have to grow at least 10 subscribers a year. You know what I mean?
So, I should be at least up to like over 600 by now.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man.
It is. I think it gets to a point where it just doesn't matter anymore.
We're past caring now, aren't we? Fuck.
You just know it's never going to happen, and fuck, who cares? Just go on with life, man.
That's it.
I probably ain't going to be doing no mobile live streaming anyway, especially now.
That's another one of my dreams that I gave up on, man. First it was all right. I have to come to the realization that I'm never going to be a millionaire. And then now, I'm never going to have a big YouTube channel, man. I've come to deal with it. I've come to grips with it. Yeah.
I don't know, but I haven't given up being a millionaire. But by the time I get to be a millionaire, dude, $1 million will be worth like $500.
I know. Back in the day, man. Back in the day when it was a lot of money, you know.
Yeah, back in the day. So
$1 million.
now that would be like 10 million to be anybody now. To be like a millionaire back in 1990, you'd have to have like 10 million now.
Yeah, it's it.
To have that same amount of wealth that you had with $1 million, 30 years ago.
Back when you could buy houses for like $20.
$20 down, $20 a month.
Yeah.
I got 5 new subs last few days. Woo. Good for you.
Yeah, well, banks actually used to pay interest on savings, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had $1 million in the bank, that was the the rationale.
10%.
Yeah, you have that interest, and you live off the interest for the rest of your life. You know.
Well, yeah, if you invest into something that's very, very, safe, and you could live off the interest of $1 million.
Yeah, it's no real safe investments anymore, is there?
No, it's all a big fucking rip off. Jeez, crazy.
Even the people who think they know everything about the stock market, man, they still don't know what's coming.
No.
Anything can happen. You never know, man.
Yep, it's a pretty hopeless situation there as far as making money that way.
Crypto was meant to be the savior, but yeah, obviously not. Not for the poor people.
No. You can't survive long enough to make it pay off. It's nothing you can do, man. It's just, you hear that constant sucking noise? You hear that?
Yeah.
That's your wallet. Noise?
That's coming out of your wallet.
It's sucking your money right down the toilet. Every fucking penny you got. Yeah. Money is horrible, man.
I'm getting good at living on no money, man. I'm getting better at it.
Such a control mechanism is what it is.
But yeah, if you do simplify your life, man, you can survive. You know, not that we've got much of a choice, especially if you don't have a job.
On our fucking rat wheels to the day we die. Just to suck it.
And I can stretch it out now, man. I live on bugger all, man.
Yeah, I try not to, man, but it's fucking hard. Yeah, I try to stretch it out.
I've even stopped drinking. I can't even afford a drink, man. I wanted to have a drink last night, man. And I went, nah, fuck it.
But,
worked yesterday, man. Busted my ass. Fucking
going out and having a drink is fucking ridiculous.
I came home, man, sore as after working 9 hours. And I really wanted to have a drink, man, but I just went, nah, I'll be right.
Yeah. I felt like
I would have regretted it. I would have woken up with a headache.
Yeah. And out that money, because it ain't cheap.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting more expensive, right? Everything. Well, of course it does. It's all we talk about every week. And be in the basement of YouTube, as Davey Boy says. Yes. That's it. Dad, YouTube has a huge basement. Most of the people on YouTube are there being shadow banned and
the only honest people, man, are the ones with tiny channels, man. All the rest of them, the bigger they are, man, the less you can trust them. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. If they've got millions of views and subs,
right.
They're playing along with the game. Put it like that, I guess.
Yeah, man, that's how it works.
But if you don't, they don't like you.
We're gonna hide you in the basement.
It's all about, like we were talking about earlier, online radicalization, right?
Mm.
That guy that did that horrible deed recently, you know, he was on.
Was he
said,
been to court already?
Where did he get all his crazy? Where did he get all, you know, all his, you know,
the guy with the manifesto?
He said he got all his ideas on the internet. Of course.
The guy with the manifesto.
Yeah, he had a manifesto, and he learned everything he knew from the internet.
I haven't been keeping up, man. So, did he get interviewed, or was this a court proceedings that happened, or what did I miss? Where did all this information come from?
I haven't followed it too much either, but yeah, they found a manifesto, and like, yeah, I was watching one video. They were like going over all the stuff that he said in his man. You know, it's just all the same shit I'm talking about. So ridiculous. You know, it's just.
The manifesto is the sealer, man. As soon as you hear manifesto, it's like, no.
Come on, dude. Did you have to say manifesto?
I don't have to watch anymore.
He had 180-page manifesto. Yeah. Once they say manifesto, they love that word.
I know, man.
Manifesto destiny.
God, it's game over from that point on, man.
Yeah, you think? You know, you don't want to hear no more after that?
No, I'm out. Yeah.
Did that one guy have a manifesto? The Batman shooter?
The Batman shooter? I don't know. Probably. He probably did. I can't. Yeah.
The guy that shot up the Batman movie? Yeah.
That was the first big one, man, wasn't it, really?
That was one of them.
That's the earliest one I can remember, man. That goes back to, what, 2011 or 10 or something?
Uh-huh. It was a while ago.
Oh no, the one at the high school, man, near you. That was the first one. But that's
the Columbine, yeah, that was
Columbine, yeah, that's way back, man.
2000 or 1999, I think.
99, yeah.
It was it was the end of the 20th century, you know, not by coincidence. All this stuff happens when it happens for a reason, you know.
But that Batman shooting, man, that was the beginning of the psyops as we know them, you know what I mean? That was the crazy guy with the orange hair, James Holmes. They showed him in court, man. You know.
The next big thing after, you know, that I can remember after Columbine was, you know, the September thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
2001. No.
That was supposed to be, was it the millennial bug? It was supposed to wipe out all of the fucking electronics in the world and fucking reset.
The millennial bug, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That's right.
That's what was coming on the end of the 20th century, man. Yeah. Supposedly.
It's just been one fucking, you know, scare tactic after scare, you know, scare tactics.
Oh, it's always based on fear, man.
Always been that way forever, man.
Always been that way, man. Yeah.
It's nothing new. It's been going on since I can remember.
Yeah.
There's always something they were scaring the shit out of the population with.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It taints nothing new. What the hell were we talking about?
Oh, just shootings, mass shootings, man.
Oh yeah, and other things that are similar, you know, other events,
yeah,
and the reasons why they happen, when they happen. Yeah, I think so. It's all part. If you just look at it all in you know, in sequence, it's all led to the next thing. Kind of, you know, it's like it was all fucking planned out.
Have you heard about Event 202?
Event 202. I think so.
It was, you know, Event 201 was the tabletop plan for what we've been living through for the last 2 years.
Eric Salverson calling us his elders.
202 was all about was held in November.
I ain't nobody's elder.
November last year, 202, man, and that's about the monkeypox that's happening now, man.
Monkeypox, yeah. I was gonna say, it's a new thing. Monkeypox. What is the odds?
Apparently, it's very similar to another medical condition called shingles.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that one.
Hmm.
I've known people that have had that. It's a form of herpes, I guess.
It's a vitamin D deficiency, man. Oh, vitamin C. Sorry, vitamin C deficiency.
Yep.
But I think it's very closely related to it's closely related to a certain medical intervention.
It's probably more of a bacteria than a V. You know.
But yeah, it's connected to the medical procedure that's being forced down our throats, so to speak, for the last 2 years.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Hey, no pun intended. Oh. Yeah, and the whole gay agenda. Speaking of being forced down our throats, and kids' throats. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, it's.
But they've already got a jab for it, man. There's already a jab. It's ready to go.
A jab for the monkeypox?
Yeah, aren't we lucky?
You see, we've already got the thing ready to go.
Yeah.
And so we can get it out quicker to more people. And we could save more lives.
You sound just like him.
Sadly, though.
Sadly, people don't believe me. They think I'm a mass murderer.
We won't be going back to normal. Until everybody quits thinking I'm bad. We're just trying to help people. That's just
I grew these man boobs to give you a more, feminine impression of me, to make you think that I'm a nicer guy, but I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, you think
he does sound like Kermit the Frog, doesn't he?
You think that Mr. Rogers fucking sweatshirt over is fooling anybody?
Mr. Rogers sweatshirt. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people believe it, man. This fucking beady eyes with his glasses. But his eyes get big when he talks about people dying.
Oh, don't he get happy? He gets so happy.
Excited.
Yeah.
When he talks about the world's
naturally, people will die. It's unavoidable.
Sadly, the whole economy is going to suffer for this. But gladly, I'll be fine. Doug P. What's up? Let's see if this one becomes the current thing. Oh, monkeypox. Everybody will start going around making monkey noises. Shit. Got the fucking monkeypox. Just sounds ridiculous, monkeypox.
Get your monkeypox jab today, so we can flatten that curved banana.
Shock the monkey. We got to shock the monkey. Monkey.
How many monkey booster shots will it take till we end the
And we got to get more boosters in the arm. That's when they talk about it in the media. They all like to say we need to get shots into arms. We need to get shots. We need to get jabs into arms. We need to get doses into arms. The way they say it is just. Say we must help these people. No, we got to get jabs into arms. As many jabs as we can get in as many arms as possible.
That's right.
You got a fucking arm, we want to jab it. And and they talk about the fucking mandates, of course. So ridiculous mandates. And people are just dying still. I mean, just people are still getting sick, even though they've been Had the 1, had the 2, and the extra point. And now they just got to keep getting them. Like, you know, Billy Goat said, probably more like every 3 months. So
yeah, he's hinted towards 3 months, man. But he's already said that people over 50 are going to be required to get it every 6 months.
Everyone, but sadly, people just don't seem to want to get the jabs anymore. But man,
it's going that way, man. It will be 3 months. Yeah.
Ridiculous. So, but yeah, you know, we all know the reason why. Well, I have a good idea why. It's just, yeah. It's amazing how, you know, it's kind of been put on the back burner lately, though. A little bit, but they just keep bringing it up, you know, bringing it up. The next major P word. There's going to be another one, and this time people will notice. It's kind of weird, though, that Bill and Melinda Gates are no longer together. That's kind of weird. Interesting timing for them to get divorced.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Monkeypox. Oh, we just not forget the bird flu. Yeah, you're right. There's also a thing called, they were talking about, what's his name's disease? Marburg. You hear that one?
Mark Wahlberg disease.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg disease. No, that sounds horrible. I'm going to get the monkeypox and Mark Wahlberg disease.
The Marky Mark pox.
The Marky Mark pox. Oh, shit.
Isn't he a sellout? What a piece of shit.
Yep, like Eminem. No.
When Mark Wahlberg, he made that Boston Marathon fucking movie, didn't he?
Did he? Oh. That's truly selling out. No,
yeah, man.
That's really bad.
And he's from Boston too, man.
And then, you know, you got Sean Penn making a fucking, you know, documentary about the war in Ukraine.
So Mark Wahlberg, he's Marky Mark. He comes from Boston too, man, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, didn't Mark Wahlberg get like pectoral implants?
Possibly, man. I don't know.
I heard he got pectoral implants.
Oh,
fucking.
That's pretty sad.
That's pretty sad. He wanted to be big and bad so bad he had to get fucking fake man boobs. No, not man boobs, but pectoral implants.
A 6-pack.
Yeah. And new pecs. Yeah, so I can fucking go around fucking wearing his wife beater, you know. Look at my fake pectoral implants. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That'll look really stupid when you're old and fat.
Yeah. Which he probably is by now, yeah. No one diagnosed. Eric's got calf implants. That's fucking hilarious. That must have cost you a lot. That must have cost you a lot of money, man, for calf implants, huh? So my leg is all thing. Boston hoax-a-thon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got to be careful what I say about that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I agree. The thing was so ridiculous, man. It was amazing. I like you know, the whole PK thing. He did a good job with that. That was his thing, man. The Boston
Hopes, I thought, yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, man. He destroyed it.
That's how
he woke up a lot of Americans, man.
That's how I learned about PK. Yeah. It was some funny shit, man. He made some funny videos. It was only funny because, you know, what Doug P just said.
Doug, Doug Kent.
I can laugh about it because of that reason.
There's lots of characters in that
and
production.
If you look at the videos, they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah. All the still photographs.
The cowboy hat guy.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Arredondo.
And then the guy.
Carlos Arredondo.
The guy in the wheelchair, they were like holding parts of his hamburger meat or whatever.
Yeah, his artery, man. They're squeezing his artery while they're wheeling down the road.
You know, someone who's in that bad of shape, they're going to throw him on a wheelchair. You know, there was
his leg's been blown off. He's got a stick for a shin.
And he's still conscious, right?
And he's still sitting up.
He's perfectly he's not in shock or nothing.
Nah, he's all right. Merely a flesh wound.
Right? It's just a flesh wound. I'll be fine. He was badass, like fucking crocodile.
That was after. That was after he sat in a pool of his own blood for 15 minutes, man. You know, before they put him on the wheelchair. You know?
Yeah, well, you know, he's a combat veteran, right?
Yeah, he's hardened. He's used to that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, because you know, apparently that's how he really lost his leg. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess they got some of those guys as, you know, crisis. You know what?
That picture, man. That was the only thing people needed to understand.
And the way people were like running around in circles and shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like at that one school shooting, the S.H. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just show people like walking in the building and walking back.
Yeah, just going around the building, in
circles, man.
Around.
You know, I always thought that was you know, kind of, you know, anytime there's a big police story like that or anything, there's all these people there.
And it wasn't even where they said it was, man.
And another thing you notice is there'll be as many cop cars they could possibly cram into the area.
Yeah, I know. I saw them
all with their lights on. Yeah. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
It's really dramatic at night. When
there was only one road in.
You see like 150 cop cars all with their lights going at the same time. Yeah. That's great for dramatic effect.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I can think of why they do it. Do they really need that many cop cars there right now? What are all these fucking cops doing for the situation? It's for dramatic effect. It's got to be.
It works.
We're going to park every cop car we got.
What do you mean it wasn't real? I saw hundreds of police cars. Yeah, that's all you need, man. People see the police cars. It's got to be real.
Why do they need that many police cars all with their lights on? You know? It's insane. It's ridiculous.
And Boston had all the ambulances lined up. Remember that Boston had all the ambulances lined up for fucking miles, man?
Yeah, but no one was moving.
Ridiculous, man.
Oh, shit.
Everybody get a wheelchair. Just get a wheelchair. We'll just wheel people around. That'll do.
See, PK made it funny. The one thing these fucktards in charge can't stand is poking fun. Oh, yeah. You know, and he wasn't even trying to make it funny, man. He was being serious. That's what's so funny about it.
The trouser bomb, man. You remember the trouser bomb? The guy got all his pants all ripped up.
PK's being perfectly serious, but it comes off as hilarious for some reason.
The shredder, man, and there was trouser bombs going off everywhere. Everyone's trouser
bombs. Yeah. Yeah. That was another interesting thing that happened, right? The underwear bomber. Oh my God, how ridiculous these people are. Just so they could get in America's pants. So they get in the pants of a good chunk of the world. We're gonna pretend.
Yeah, it was good entertainment, man.
We're gonna tell them that this guy snuck a bomb down there around his junk so that Now we're gonna have to look at everyone's junk when they come through the airport. And feel it out. It'll be great. Well, of course, it's absolutely necessary for safety. And so, you know, they created this fucking surveillance state, right? After that, after all these things, see something, say something, right? And then now, and it's carried on to this day. You know, that's where we get this in this day and age shit that you know that cops use all the time. You know, I want to make sure this and that and this and that, you know, because everything going on nowadays, everything that's going on lately in this day and age, we can, you know, so if we see a person walking around recording things, we're going to think that they're, you know, the T word. Domestic T words. Beware of the bong bomber.
Domestic teas.
Domestic teas. Everybody's a domestic T word, you know. It doesn't agree with them. You don't agree with us, you're a domestic T word. You know, and you've been radicalized online like this kid.
Radicalized.
You know, I used to think it was a good thing, man. Radical, dude, he's radicalized, bro.
Yeah, radical.
That means he likes to fucking surf gnarly waves, bro.
Gnarly terrorism.
He likes to shred the gnar. What's wrong with that? Radicalized. Oh, bogus.
Yeah, it's more bogus than gnarly.
He was radicalized online. It's a big part of the story. You want us to know, because they asked him, and you know, he wrote it down in his manifesto too. I think that he got all his ideas from the internet, and that he bought all his stuff legally. Everything he bought was purchased legally. I want us to know that for sure. That gun that he used, which he purchased legally, and all the ammunition and magazines were all legally purchased, and all the tactical gear that he wore, which there was a cop there that could have stopped him, a off-duty or retired police officer who fired 3 rounds and hit him, but the tactical gear saved him. He was able to return fire and kill the guy. That's the story.
Which one's this? Is this the latest one?
This was the Buffalo fiasco.
Yeah, I heard about that.
No, I'm not saying it's a fiasco, man. But the thing that happened in Buffalo there. But this is the story they're coming out with, right? So you know, there's another part of that the story, right? That the tactical gear could have been stopped if he wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest. He could have saved it. You know, I
didn't see much about it, man, but I saw enough.
When you heard manifesto,
there's one black dude being interviewed, man. I don't know who, by CNN or Fox or whatever, and he's like all happy about the people who got killed, and he didn't seem upset. And he's just talking like it was nothing, man. And he's like, looks like he's like just outside of the crime scene. And there's cops walking around everywhere, like, you know, it's like he's nearly in the crime scene. And there's like a couple of small pieces of tape going around, but there's just people walking around everywhere, journalists, police, fucking, you know, bystanders. It's like no one gives a fuck, you know what I mean? It's like, that doesn't look like a crime scene to me, man.
Typical modern day crime scene. Like,
yeah.
It's just like they go to them every day.
Yeah.
The same you-know-whats.
Come on down, everyone! Come on down to the crime scene. They've got some specials on today.
If you look on Craigslist, you can see an ad where they're hiring people to go to those crime scenes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they are hiring the you-know-whats. They advertise on the internet.
I must be old-fashioned. What crime scene back in my day?
You know what? Actors,
stay the fuck out.
Try to be careful what I say here on the Teebs. And the Teebs. But you know what, actors. Supposedly they advertise on the internet for people to.
Oh, I know about Craig. I know that.
You know what actors?
They hire them. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, that's interesting. It's starting to snow again. Fuck. It's supposed to be like cool for like the first half of next week, which is all right, I guess. It's better than 90 degree. I don't know. I guess it beats 90-degree weather in the 60s. It's not bad. It's not that cold. I got hummingbirds that I feed here, man. I feel I worry about them. We get this much snow and cold weather. Worry about the animals outside, a little bit.
Yeah.
The young ones. I'm sure a
lot
of them.
They got through winter, man. They'll probably be all right now.
I'm sure a lot of young animals or, the older, weaker ones will die off and shit like this.
Yeah, you're in spring, aren't you?
A late spring snowstorm that, covers up their food sources and shit. And some of them will succumb to it, sadly.
Yeah, true, man.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Doug says beware the fake bombing at what bombing at Ariana Grande. Oh,
that was a pile of shit too. Yeah.
There was one. I didn't even think
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. There's so many nowadays. I can't keep track of them all.
That was at the concert in London, man.
You were at the concert? No,
that's the one he's talking about.
I thought you said I was at the concert.
No, I wasn't.
You're not at Ariana Grande concert. Fuck out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Back in the I also remember the distraught father yelling, "Ellen!"
Lots of problems with that story too. Lots of problems.
Play Amanda Heard's Acting Academy. Cougars get.
Sadly, there's a lot of people, man. It's probably the same. It's probably the same as everywhere, man. But there's a lot of people who, you think the things they talk about, right, are like us. So you think they're on the ball. You think they understand how the world works and how things really are. But there's a lot of people who live in England.
Yeah.
Hey, Ozzy.
Ozzy, man, what's happening, buddy? Nice to see you.
They believe all the terror stories, especially if they're related to people from the Muslim faith, man, because they've been invaded pretty much, by the United Nations, and they've fucking flooded fucking England with fucking
infiltrated
with Muslim.
They're like the Mexican of Europe, right?
Yeah, but a lot of people, it pushes the divide and the separation, man, and the fear. And people who should know better, man, they bought into all of these fucking staged fucking terror attacks, man, that they, because it happened there, and they just believe it, man, because there's just too many of them. Yeah.
It's real.
Sad, man.
They love to believe when it happens in their own neighborhood. Oh, it's true. It happened in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I was
in the neighborhood, and it really happened. There was cop cars everywhere.
That's it.
It happened to me here in Colorado, man. I was right in the neighborhood when the King Super shooting happened on my birthday.
Yeah, man,
a year ago.
Yeah,
was the King Super shooting here. Yeah, so that was real.
Yeah.
I was in the neighborhood. I saw the cop cars.
It must be real.
I heard the helicopter fly over.
Yeah,
that's when I knew shit had hit the fan. Because the helicopter kept circling around and around and around. I looked at my partner and I was like, man.
What's going on, Ozzy?
Helicopter sure has circled over a bunch of times.
How's it going, Paul, man?
Something must be going on.
Always good to see you guys.
Yeah. What's going on, Ozzy?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since Ozzy's been on. It's been.
Yeah, I was. Thought I'd jump on. Yeah, stuck in the cave, the Bat Cave.
Preparing for the end of times.
Preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best.
When the shit really hits the fan, it's gonna stink.
We've got a new puppet in charge now, haven't we, Aussie?
New puppet, huh? Well, you guys had an election?
Yeah, we had
a C-election. Yeah.
Not that it really matters anyway. I did see PK. He done a video at the polling booth, and he was giving it to everyone. So
what he was polling the polling booth, trolling the polling booths,
trolling the polling booth, trolling the polls. Yeah,
troll the polls.
He's giving
just telling people what not to vote or what. Don't fucking vote, mate. It's a waste of fucking time. But I guess you get fined.
He's giving it to all the people handing out all the paraphernalia, man.
If you don't vote in Australia, you get fined. Fucking bullshit.
All the party people. He was saying to them, why should I vote for you? What have you guys ever done for us? You guys are shit. You're fucking hopeless. I'm not voting for you.
It doesn't matter who you vote for. Man.
I went to vote, but I just put no suitable candidate, crossed out all the boxes. Yeah? I got one of these. See one of these?
No suitable candidate.
Texter. And just use the texter, crossed out everything. I basically coloured in everything with this.
Yeah.
Coloured in the whole sheet.
Redacted it all. Redacted it all.
Redacted it all. Just crossed it, coloured in everyone's name with it. That's it. Boxes all. Both sheets.
I did actually vote, man. I voted.
Can't you write down what you want in there?
I pretty much just voted all independents, man.
Yeah. It's either you do that or you do that. It doesn't matter.
Labor, Liberal and Greens last, man.
It's all controlled and rigged,
for the House of Representatives. And then the Senate, I voted just all.
Sadly, I have no faith in the system. And I'm sure your system's no better than ours.
It's the same system.
It's the same fucking system. Yeah.
It's just worded differently.
They did a good job.
Basically, British Admiralty law.
Yeah, they did. The Australian Electoral Commission did a good job, man, of hiding all the identity of all the independents, man. You know, there's just names on the Senate voting paper. They just had their names, man, but there was like no party name or nothing next to them. You didn't know who they were. You didn't know who you were voting for as an independent.
So you gotta look it up beforehand, right?
It's just fucking pot luck who you were voting for. I only recognise like 2 names. I think 2 names I voted.
There's a lot of fucking people on there, for like all these different judges and shit. And
I voted for Damien Richardson for
representatives and fucking cocksuckers and I
didn't have a choice. I went to vote for One Nation on the fucking House of Representatives, man. There's no one else to vote for.
Yeah. Well, they didn't even release any of the Senate details. They were too scared to release who was in the Senate, like who held seats or something. They only released them for they only released them for the Greens, Labor, and Liberal. So
they're hiding it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But not that it's going to do none that it's going to do much good anyway. They've already the UN have already passed that bill.
I know, man. It's pretty much game set match now, isn't it? Will be shortly.
As far as what, selling the people down the toilet?
Pretty much.
The pandemic treaty that's been agreed to by every country in the world,
man. Selling the people down the toilet, yeah, for sure.
That's going through shortly. And then we all lose our sovereignty, man, and the World Health Organization can do whatever they want to anyone they want. And then we're screwed.
Not me. Not this kid. Not this guy.
It's happening everywhere, though. Can't escape it.
Pretty much every country signed up to it, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll escape it.
So it really doesn't matter who. It really doesn't matter who's in charge of any country, man, because none of them really are anymore. Well, they weren't, though. Not for long. Just have to declare a fucking pandemic, man, and that's it. They don't even. If they say it's got something related to health, they can invoke those powers, man, and take away all of the
like they're doing in Shanghai right now, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. That's why they showed us that shit, man. They were conditioning us. They were telling us what they're going to do to us fucking later on down the track, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that's the only reason they let us see all that shit.
Turning the
I
world
don't doubt that it's
into
happening,
a prison.
man. It's for a reason. They're showing us.
Well, they're turning the world into a more extreme prison than it already is.
That's our future, man. Yeah. But like, it's not. It won't only be because it's the World Health Organization, right? So anything that they can define as a pandemic, they can use to take away our freedom, man.
Do you think the obvious knew all about this when they started their band back in the '60s?
The Who.
I was thinking.
So basically, you know, you got the medical fucking pandemic, and then you've also got climate change pandemic, and the other one will be
economy,
hate speech pandemic,
food shortage.
You know, they can pull out anything, man, and just say it's dangerous for your health, so we have to come in and just take over, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And we got the food shortage going on. That's getting worse and worse.
And now we've got monkeypox. So
now to top off this whole incredible Sunday of shit, we got monkeypox. All the monkeypox you can eat. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be. Oh, you're going to need to get jabbed up for that.
But the scary, you know, I was watching a bit of the election shit last night. People were live streaming, and you know, just they were either sharing Sky News or ABC or you know, whatever. But the scary thing, man, going through all the results is a lot of these people fucking voted Green, man. They don't want Labor, they didn't want Liberal, but they all voted Green. Green's fucking won fucking heaps of seats, man, and they're, you know, and the vote for Labor was you know, because all these people, there's this new Teal Party. Have you heard about this Teal? They're like a group of fucking independents, but they're all about the United Nations fucking agendas. That's all they basically push, man, is climate change and fucking
the Teal Party,
everything that's going on there. They're right behind it, you know.
No, I've never heard of them.
Teal is like green mixed with blue, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's basically the Greens anyway.
Yeah, it's another. But it's hardcore. It's hardcore communist Greens.
The blues are the UN.
The Teal thing, it's all connected to the UN, man. Yeah, but I think the Teal ones are hardcore fucking greenies, but they're worse than the normal greens. You know? But yeah, it's amazing. Fucking people they're just loving this fucking climate change bullshit, you know, and you know, it's a real threat, and the other parties don't really care enough about it, so we've all got to vote for these dickheads instead, you know, when they're really voting. They're supporting their own fucking, you know, their own enslavement, man, and they don't even fucking know what they're doing. It's fucking mental.
Fucking mental.
It's
not only mental, it's environmental.
Even before all this stuff happened the last 2 years, like there'd be. I know my sister's ex-boyfriend. He used to be all climate change and we got to save the whales and stop polluting. And it's like, dude, we live in a massive land area in Australia. We're isolated from everyone. We've got probably one of the lowest populations in the world, lowest GDP output. There's no smog in the cities. It's all weather controlled anyway. All these bad things that have happened are all weather manipulated. Yeah. If you don't know that, then you're an idiot. And he just looked at me with the fluoride stare and said, "No, climate change is real."
Yeah, some people they won't ever accept it. They can't.
And then my sister gets roped into it. So, you know, and then she becomes vegan and he was vegan. They're both vegan, but they're just so stupid, you know. And then they take me to a vegan restaurant and I'm like, what am I doing here?
Give me a salad.
Give me some steak. I was just going to say, give me some steak.
At a vegan restaurant will be salad because I ain't eating
ribeye.
Vegan,
give me some ribeye. Vegan restaurant, man. You have to have tofu steak.
Oh, yeah. Yuck.
Fried mushrooms.
Fried. I don't mind mushrooms. They're quite
Mushroom
good.
mate's a good substitute, man, for me.
Yeah, I know you're a vegetarian, Simon, but yeah, I don't mind a bit of meat every now and then, but yeah.
You will eat the bugs and you will be happy.
I have to start eating bugs, man.
Yeah, you're right though, man. People don't fucking even they can't even entertain the idea that world governments could possibly be engineering the weather to create, an environment of fear based on fucking climatic, extreme climatic weather events. They think that's fucking just climate change. They think it's just happening by accident.
Blame it on you. It's all your fault for being born. And we're gonna have to make.
We just breathe too much. We just got to stop breathing, man. That's the answer.
Yeah. We breathe too much air.
Too much CO2's leaving our bodies.
Shit.
But it's good for the trees. It's good for the trees, that CO2, because apparently they breathe in our CO2.
That's an old theory, though. Nobody talks about that anymore.
Us eating food, and all the cow farts.
That's an old lifestyle.
Cow farts are a huge problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to stop farting.
There hasn't been millions and millions of big mammals on the planet constantly farting, even before man started.
I don't even understand the science, man.
Domesticating cattle.
They even fucking investigated the percentages of CO2 in the atmosphere.
Goes in and mixes with the fucking atmosphere, man.
It's like
the atmosphere breaks it down into its different parts.
It's like 0.00025% of the fucking atmosphere, man. It's fucking nothing. Carbon dioxide.
Is that what it is? Carbon.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's minuscule, man. It fucking makes It couldn't make a difference if it tried, man. It couldn't make a difference.
I know, but they got most of the fucking morons out there convinced of it. God damn, these people are brilliant. They just keep fucking. Harping on it over and over and over and over for a lifetime, and everybody believes it.
But yeah, they don't teach. They don't teach the basics of plants fucking relying on carbon dioxide to fucking produce oxygen so we can breathe. They don't fucking photosynthesis. They don't fucking. That doesn't get fucking taught in school anymore, man.
If you tell a big enough lie, everybody will believe it. That's what.
We'll stop teaching that. That's detrimental to our bullshit fucking argument. So yeah, no one will ask any questions.
Man said Goebling. I guess was his name.
I didn't see it on TV. It can't be true.
He was in charge of Hitler's fucking propaganda, and he said, "If you tell the lie, big enough lie,
Goebbels,
just keep repeating it forever, and people will believe it."
Yeah, I remember that photosynthesis, Matt Bauman. I remember in year 9 biology, year 8 biology class. Now they'll teach gender studies in biology now.
Yeah,
it's fucking ridiculous, man.
I guarantee you they don't teach it anymore. They probably haven't taught it fucking since the 90s, man. I wouldn't know, but
last time I was in school was year 2000, so. Like high school is year 2000.
So it's still happening then. Yeah, okay. That's good.
Yeah, well, it's probably only been maybe the last 10, 15 years that they've started changing the curriculum for schools.
Yeah.
I got younger cousins that are, they've just, I think they're about to leave high school. So they're around high school age, a bit older. So they would have gone through all the changes and all that. So
would have all started when An Inconvenient Truth came out, wouldn't it? With
they've never known
algorithm. That was like 2003 or something.
Yeah, it's probably when things started changing. So I could sense a change too. I left school in 2004.
The Inconvenient Truth, they were just ramping it up. It was already going before that. We've been talking about it forever.
Oh yeah, but that's what fucking pushed it right out there, man. Everybody's consciousness,
as far as I can remember.
That video movie fucking they played that in schools, man. Kids had to watch that in class, man. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't remember that film. I know that we watched a lot of propagandist films and racism stuff and books and all this stuff. I even kept a couple of books from high school as well. So they'll basically just about racism and I don't know, just yeah,
climate gen, how the oceans are going to flood the world, sea level
it
rise.
wasn't really about it wasn't really much about climate change. Climate change was kind of a big thing back then too, but it was basically like the divide structure, you know, like racism, blacks versus whites, and all this stuff, you know.
You know, according to Al Gore, you know, a lot of the world should be underwater by now.
Yeah.
A long time ago,
and they all got waterfront properties, eh?
They do, man. They
you
do.
go down to the beach that you used to go to back then, and it hasn't changed a fucking bit.
Bill Gates, Al Gore, fucking Barack
Bill
Obama,
Gates.
George Bush, they all fucking live on
They're
the
just
coast.
like they're sitting there in their fucking
Elon Musk.
$3 mansions, laughing their asses off.
George Soros.
Fucking idiots believe in this shit.
George Soros.
Yeah.
We
What
got
would
them
they have?
believing that the sea
What would
level's
they be?
gonna rise.
What would they be on their? What would they be on their yachts though? Like if they're that worried about climate change, they wouldn't be on a fucking yacht.
Or
Well, they
flying
know
in
where
their
the next
private jet.
geoengineered attack's going to be, so they stay away from that. You know, that's how they stay safe.
Yeah, international waters. Maybe I should get.
Hi, Doug.
That's probably why they stopped us going fishing in lockdown. So you couldn't claim
Couldn't
tax
escape.
free.
Couldn't
Yeah,
get on a
they
boat.
You
and
just
get the
go
fuck
fishing
out of
all the
Couldn't go
time,
fishing,
middle of
huh?
the ocean.
there.
They don't want you spreading that shit out into the ocean. Giving it to the fish.
We wouldn't want to give COVID to the job to the fish.
Poor
They
fish.
did the same thing, like in California, they said people weren't allowed to go fishing during the bullshit. Probably not
Yeah.
the only place.
Oh man, we had the most stupid fucking rules when we had our lockdowns, didn't we? You
Oh,
put-
fuck yeah.
there was a woman who was like fucking kayaking, man. Fucking
Out
in the
away from
bay- in the
everybody
bay,
going around. Yeah.
right? She's in the bay kayaking by herself, man, and a fucking police boat fucking came and fucking pulled her out of the water and fined her, man. There was like nobody there, man. No one around, just her.
Yeah, they do this all kinds of
Like,
shit.
get the
like
fuck
that.
out of me.
There was this one guy running down the beach, man, in this, you know, with no mask on and shit, just doing his thing.
Oh, I remember that one, yeah.
The cops started chasing him. You see
But
that?
he just ran away. He couldn't catch him. Yeah, that was good.
He just ran away. The cop, fucking
Yeah.
badass cop, fucking had to quit chasing him.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. He
But
was
fuck yeah,
probably
we were
too
getting beaten,
He was too
man.
winded to say
Fucking-
anything on his radio. Or he was too embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah. We were getting beaten, pepper sprayed,
Fucking
man.
ran away
People
from
got
me,
shot
man.
with rubber
We gotta
bullets.
get him. We gotta get him and fucking kick his ass.
So, yeah, fucking man. We've already been through it, man. And
We've
people
already been
fucking
through it.
still,
Now it's gonna happen. They want to start doing it again.
people who believe in the fucking political system still voted for the same cunts. Basically, I mean, they changed from one side to the other side, but it's still the same team. It's still team fucking tyranny, you know. They both supported
Yeah.
fucking taking away our freedom away and locking us down and making us wear masks and fucking curfews and, you know.
Fuck that.
No
It's
work.
insane.
You can drink in the pub, but you can't work in the pub. How's that work?
You know, the one of the funniest ones to me is you had to wear a mask to walk into the restaurant, but you could take it off when you sit down.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
How fucking stupid is
Yeah.
that, man?
It doesn't work when you're you know, in certain
It's a very
stages
smart,
of
you know,
standing up or
very
sitting
smart
down or
thing.
It's all about
Yeah,
the
it knows.
altitude, man.
It knows. It's like
It's
Santa
got an
Claus. It knows
altimeter.
everything.
It's a low altitude virus. But when you're walking around in certain places, you got to wear it. But in the pub,
because,
yeah.
and it knows if you're out after curfew too.
But in the pub, it only works when you sit down. Yeah.
Oh God, people are so fucking stupid. Believe that shit. They're still to this day, idiots walking around and driving their cars,
I still see it there.
fucking muzzles on.
I still
yeah, I
see it.
still see it too.
Just the other
Just
day, I
one
looked over,
person
I
in the
saw
car
one.
by
I saw a
themselves
person in their
there
car
with
with
a
their
fucking
muzzle. I
mask
just
on.
fucking shook my head. Oh my God, you fucking kidding me?
The
Still
only
to this
possible
day-
excuse, even though it's not really an excuse, is if you're an Uber driver, right? Because they have to wear it, but only when
Really?
they pick up customers, you know.
Bullshit. I wouldn't.
So they just don't
Well, I
take it
wouldn't
off.
be
I
an Uber
suppose.
driver in the first place, but if I was, I wouldn't fucking do it. But then your customers will fucking rat you out. Yeah.
Yeah. They
I
would.
texted
Yeah.
to him. The
Yeah, they
driver's
would.
not wearing his muzzle.
That's probably why they wear it. That's probably why they wear it, and they
Yeah.
don't want to take it off because they don't want to lose business or they don't want to lose money. You know, or
Yeah,
get
man, that's
fired.
all it is. It's the only reason, man. Yeah. Oh, they probably love it too. They probably love it. They probably most of them
They
do
love
love
their
it.
slavery. They wouldn't take it off for nothing, mate. You know.
This is fucking insane. Can't believe this is the world we live in. Even though there's no mandate right now.
And all the people here, like we're talking about climate change, people think they were voting for Greens, the Greens parties, because they care about our environment and they want to look after the world, and we want to make sure that.
Well, look how many pamphlets they sent out to us and put it in our mailboxes and all that. I just sent them back. I just put them back in the mailbox. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Or I use it for a plywood or something.
But they don't realise that they're the Greens parties, man.
I bet most of people just throw them away, huh?
They're just rubbish.
They should just say it on the thing, on the envelope. Please throw this away.
Yeah, I got a how to vote from the government, man, from the Liberal Party.
Yeah, I got one from my local member, and I told him I wrote on the letter or the envelope, no contract, do not send here again. Don't want to have any more correspondence. No correspondence. No contract.
That's just junk mail, man. Anyway,
you know, our election is in November, and I'm already seeing fucking signs up around the county and shit.
On people's front lawns.
Running for fucking county commissioner and fucking sheriff, whatever bullshit office they're running for.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, man, people don't realise they're voting for communism, man. You know, they don't even realise
it's what they call the midterm election coming up here. You know,
the midterm. Yeah,
there's no presidential election. It's a bunch of other things they're voting for. They think they're voting for.
Yeah,
but yeah, you know, I don't want to cast doubt on our system here. You know, that wouldn't be kosher.
No, we can't let that happen.
That would be an attempt to radicalize people online. I wouldn't want to do it.
That's right.
I'm not here. I went on a sports bet last night and checked the. I wanted to see who was better odds at the election, but I got in too late. But I checked the so the stats were there. Yeah, and I checked the US election for 2024, and Trump is like $4. He's high odds. Like he can
$4 already.
He's a favorite, right? Joe Biden is $5, and Joe
Biden will be dead by 2024.
And Big Mike's in there as well. Big Mike is at I think it's at $10. Big Mike. So you want to vote for Jim?
Damn.
You want to vote for Jimmy?
I would say Big Mike will probably win.
I think it's he's on $8 or Shim was on $8 or $10.
Whatever you want to call Big Mike.
I don't know. Them, they, Don.
I think there used to be a guy here in Colorado who was like Big Mike Chevrolet.
Big Mike Chevrolet.
And there was a car dealer in town called Big Mike.
Yeah,
he probably had to quit.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. That's interesting, Ozzy, because talking about the odds for Trump, he was like $100 about a year ago, man. I think.
Yeah, what $100? What for every dollar you bet?
100 to 1. It was 100 to 1, and then he went to 50 to 1, and now $4.
No way. Couldn't be that high. 100 to 1.
It's crazy.
When there's only two people fuckers running for it?
Yeah, it won't be fucking Pence. I mean, it won't be Biden, because he'll be fucking dead by fucking 2024. He's not going to live 2 more years.
I guess there was an election. You can't have more than 2 candidates in the election, I think. Yeah. I think there was 1 year when like 3 candidates were.
Well, it's the same shit here, man. They just pretend you get more choices. It's always fucking Labor or Liberal. It's the same as here, man. We had like
the left, the right, and the independents, and then the
It's always one of the major parties, man. It's always the red or the blue, man. Every
libertarians.
So we've never had anybody else ever, man.
But they never get any more than like 1% of the vote, you know. So it's just stupid. It's just like just to show you what a great country we live in. You see, anyone can run for president.
You can have these assholes.
The major parties, you ain't gonna get less than 1% of the fucking vote.
Pick an asshole, any asshole.
You know, that's the best we could fucking do.
That's the best we got.
That's the best we got. That fucking
man, we've gone
pants. Poopy pants are the best we got.
Even if you're an Australian and you believe politics was real, the fucking person who just got voted in, man, is a bigger fuckwit than the one that just left. Right? It's just incredible, man.
Design.
It's just incredible, man. He is our Biden, man. He is our Biden. He's a complete.
Except for everybody just thought Trump was the cat's meow, right? Not everybody, but
yeah, I've got a theory, Parman, right? You know, with past voting, right? Like just like you'd probably vote Liberals if you didn't want the Greens or Labor to bring in any new policies or any new change laws or anything like that. The only way to do it was probably to vote Liberal so it would slow it down. But these days, it's there's no point in voting Liberal because they're all communists anyway.
Yeah, there's no difference. Yeah. And both sides.
You won, yay!
And both sides are always controlled by the Greens, man. You know, no matter who gets into power. You know,
Greens.
So that's the part of the political system.
Here we just have the left and the right. It's all the left and
but
the right.
the Greens, man, the Greens have always got a fucking say in every fucking policy, man.
They're like the ultra left. They're like the ultra left.
The Green is the ultra left.
Yeah,
they're like.
Well, they've always got their latches on whoever's in power, man, because they always hold the balance of
they're the
power.
Ones that want to make all the stupid laws to ruin your life.
They're the ones that are fucking destroying the world, man. So it's a real mechanism that's in the political system, man.
Promoting the LGBT and all that sort of thing.
Not that I'm not saying that it's not all fucking controlled and scripted, we're fucked if Greens are involved, man. And they're always there, man. They're always fucking there.
You just know you're fucked if those guys are involved. There's no charade around it. It's just in your face fuckery.
They're all fucked. They're all fucking communists, mate. Every fucking one of them.
Commies, yeah. That's what they are, fucking commies. They want everyone to live at the expense of everyone else.
It was interesting, man, when when the talk of this World Health Organization pandemic treaty was being talked about. Both of the leaders of each party, man, the candidates for our election, they were both questioned about the pandemic treaty, and they both said they supported it, and they couldn't agree more. And we need to look after everyone, and we have to take directions, and we'll do whatever they tell us to do. And they both are the same, man. It's no fucking difference. You know what I mean? That's when you know you're fucked.
When they're fucking in lockstep together, yeah.
And people didn't even, they were both questioned by the mainstream media, man, on TV, and fucking people still didn't even fucking pick up on it. They don't even know what the fuck's going on. You know? Because they believe in all the bullshit. Most people are morons. That's the problem. Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're getting at? People are morons. Why didn't you just say so?
The population, man. It's 80% of fucking everywhere, man. It doesn't matter where you live. 80% of the population are fucking TV watching, news believing morons.
That's nothing new. God, people have been stupid my whole lifetime. I just didn't realize it because I was stupid too most of my life.
Yeah, we were. We all were, man.
I'm pretty stupid, but I like to think I'm smarter than a lot of these fuckwits I see every day.
But I get why, you know, I was the same as Aussie.
Alone in their car with their mask on.
Yeah, I was the same as you, Aussie, man. Like, once I worked out that voting was all a fucking crock of shit, and it didn't make any difference whoever was in power because they took directions from someone else anyway.
You know.
I stopped voting, and used to cross it out and fucking
it
write
really
on
makes
it.
me sad today, man. That wherever I go, if I sit, I go somewhere to order some food or something, I'm sitting there waiting. There's other people around. They're all just fucking sitting there looking at their phones, man. It's really fucking. It's sad, man. It makes me sad, and it's annoying. Nobody looks at each other. Nobody talks to each other. There's no casual conversation. They're just staring at their phones, man.
Like, don't get me wrong. Technology can be used as a tool. It can be used for good, right?
I'm so sick of it, man. The cell phone.
But it's highly dangerous when people use it just for stupid things. Like the technology that we got now is like it helps us, right? But if I know I'm out with friends or out with family or something, I put it in my pocket or I put it,
man. It's just
I just get
so pervasive everywhere I go. No matter if there's people around, they're fucking invariably looking at their phones. They're not engaged in life.
It's the same here, man. It's the same. It's the same everywhere, man.
It's so annoying, man. It's sad.
Doesn't matter. There you go.
It's ruined everything with this fucking technology that everybody's got in their fucking pockets. Can't talk about anything. You say they're gonna look it up on their phone right away. Oh, I got everything right here.
Fact check. Go to the fact checkers.
Don't give a shit what your phone says.
Wikipedia says.
I Googled it, okay?
Yeah.
Here, let me Google that real quick. So, yeah, you can just Google anything real quick. So, I mean, in a way, it's really
I'll just check what Bill Gates has got to say about
all that information at your fingertips, or at your voice command, really,
Yeah.
You see, what about you just talk to your phone? Blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah, blah pops right up on the screen, everything about it. It's a very powerful tool. I mean, I use it myself, but only at home, on my computer. I don't fucking take it with me.
Speaking of technology, are you guys into like CB radios or anything like that?
I used to be, man. Yeah.
We used to be back in the 70s.
I want to buy one of them, man. Yeah, I'm going to get a pair of them, man. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, get a Uniden 5-watt. Yeah, mine's like waterproof, shockproof. You can throw it anywhere. It's pretty good. It's easy to use.
What's the range?
The range.
Talk to random people. Can you talk to just like random people?
You can get
breaker 19, just here's the rubber duck.
Oh, it's not really like that. There's people don't really use call signs here in Australia. It's a bit different. They just go on there and cuss and swear on the repeater all the time.
Nice. I used to have a call sign, man.
Yeah.
That was my first YouTube channel, man, was my call sign, man. Back in the 80s, man.
Fucking trap, fuckwit.
What was your call sign for?
Wasp 1.
Wasp.
The band Wasp.
Wasp, okay. Yeah, because I don't really have a call sign, but I just go on there to listen, or I might play some Alex Jones over there to piss off the locals.
Alex Jones, nice.
Yeah, but it's just. You got the end.
What's the range about 10 Ks, man? Some shit like that.
Yeah, without a repeater, like 5 watts, probably about 3. It depends. Like if you're like, I'm getting good range on a repeater. So that a repeater means that obviously you can hook into a local tower, and you can probably get about 20 Ks of range. So it's roughly.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Roughly like 12 more or something.
Tower sends your signal farther, huh? Wow. That's
so
it'll bounce the signal out further.
The higher the tower, the bigger, the longer the range of signal. So we've got a fire station where I live, right, and they've got a massive, like 20-meter high tower, a dipole, and you could probably get, I'd say, about 200 or 300 K range. And you just go in there with your. Like I sat next to it in my car with my little radio. I was getting, everyone. Like I was getting every channel on there all occupied, talking, and all this chatter. So,
fuck, man. So I could talk to you on my fucking CB radio.
yeah, you got to plug into the right repeater though. But I might have to go. I might have to go to the fire station to get at least get some sort of range to speak to you. So
that might be handy if, like, you know, the grid goes down, the cell phones go down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. The radios have a backup generator, so their antenna works. They have like backup generators.
Got one of those radios that you want to communicate with. Otherwise, what's the fucking use of it?
But they also have Channel 5, so that's basically an emergency repeater. So if you're out,
are you going to believe these cunts when shit hits the fan? Who knows
what
if
do you
they're
mean?
giving good information or not?
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. But at least it's something, you know. It's better than nothing.
Like, I got an emergency radio too, but will I believe what the fucking person's telling me on the radio? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, half these idiots on the radio now, you know, like, they're just talking about the footy scores. Last night they were talking about the footy scores, and I'm like trolling them, playing Alex Jones. It's like,
just surrender yourselves to the authorities. That's all.
You gotta surrender yourselves to the New World Order.
Hey, I've been thinking about getting one
That's
for a while,
man.
man.
You got, folks.
Just
what these people are doing is so evil.
Evil.
UHF, man, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, UHF.
Well, kill operation. It's like they're boiling a frog.
Yeah, my CB radio used to be AM, man.
Yeah. Oh, they've changed. They've actually gotten quite good now. So
I'm sure. Yeah. The technology is advanced.
Yeah, I think they're moving into FM now. I think they're kind of changed.
AM can get the most distance, man, if you got a good setup.
Yeah.
Especially when you get skip at night, man, and the signal bounces further, man. You know?
Modulation.
Yeah. A lot because of the skip now. Like what you're saying, like the weather has kind of opened up a bit as well. Like there's a bit if there's more clouds, you're going to get. I think if it's raining and you got more clouds in the area, it's you get you get more interference. So because of all the solar flares that's happening at the moment, or what's ever happening now, is that it's better for the radios. You can get more better reception. Okay. I've noticed I've had clearer reception in the house. I don't even have to go outside. I get good reception on the repeater, whereas a couple of years ago I didn't really get good reception on it. So
you can get. Does it make a difference if you get a higher wattage radio? Does that make a difference to your signal
not
strength?
Not much. Like you could probably get set up like a dipole in your backyard or something,
just to give it a helping hand.
Yeah,
antenna on top of your roof.
Yeah, an antenna or something, but it's not really necessary unless you know. I don't know, like you can plug into your local repeater without one of them, but if you want to transmit anything, then you got to have like an amp, and you got to have the dipole long enough and it's got to be within regulations. You can't have it like like a radio station. A radio station like Triple M, for example, you don't want to have a massive dipole in your backyard and you're transmitting a radio station.
But people can hear you like for hundreds of miles around.
You could even start your own pirate radio station.
You're all fucked. Your own pirate radio.
But even FM radio, man, you don't have to drive that far. You don't have to drive that far out of the city, man. You lose FM radio stations, man. So the signal's not that good, even though they've got massive aerials.
We play pirate hits all day long here on Pirate Radio. Arg! One of my favorites. Yo ho, pirate.
And a bottle of rum.
And then
giving me timbers.
Here on the Newsbreak is Alex Jones.
I'm telling you, folks, what they're doing here, they're turning the frogs gay.
Turning the goddamn frogs gay.
They're turning the goddamn frogs gay.
With their goddamn chemicals, they're spraying all over the place.
The DMT.
That really makes me mad.
The DMT. The DMT.
You know, it's bad enough what they're doing to the kids, but now the frogs.
They're trying to
take it too far. Leave the frogs alone. Damn Chi-Coms.
That's crazy. Yeah, just playing Alex Jones. Some people think that I might be that one guy, but I'm really not. What's his name? What's that guy's name that everybody thinks I am?
Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks.
I'm not Bill Hicks, goddammit.
Bullshit.
But I'm kind of flattered that people would think that, because I think Bill Hicks was a great guy. I think that's what he said.
Joe Dirt's his biggest fan, though. He's got the T-shirt.
I saw a video where Alex Jones was talking about that theory that he's Bill Hicks. He was kind of laughing and giggling about it.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah, people think that, it's kind of flattering in a way, because I thought that Bill Hicks was an incredibly great, talented comedian.
Good to see you, Doug. Good man.
Oh, did I say Bill Jones? I meant Bill Hicks.
Lee, good to see you.
Or did I say Alex Hicks? I can't know. I get confused sometimes.
The DMT.
Oh yeah, good old Alex. I remember when I used to really think he was real.
Yeah, he's good to get people. He's really good to get people to wake up. But he's simple and straight to the point. But if you want to get real information, you got to go really digging for it. So yeah. even that can be a bit far fetched too. Some of the stuff they're putting out there is stupid as well. So.
A lot of disinfo out there, But that's the big thing about being radicalized online. All that disinfo out there. We got to protect people, and so therefore, in order to protect people from disinfo, that's why they got to take away our freedom of speech.
I was staying up late last night. I was on the web, and I went onto the dark web, and a lot of even their sites are starting to get shut down because of
disinfo,
all this stuff.
Spreading disinfo.
Yeah, and a lot of it, there's still a lot of like message boards and forum boards explaining what's going to happen, but some of them have been shut down.
The crazy thing is telling the truth is disinfo.
Yeah,
right.
So that's the hilarious thing about it.
Even that's compromised. Even the dark web's compromised. So wouldn't even those VPN, those private VPNs, even they're compromised apparently.
Yeah,
they still know where you are.
Yeah. The ones that are free, man, I think you're just putting yourself onto a register. Like a fucking CIA fucking register,
You think you're getting away with but they're really
you're just giving away all
worse,
your information, basically. Man. Everything you think that's private, they got it all, man. You know what I mean?
You're just making a bad situation even worse.
Maybe even some of the ones you pay for, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, it was even like it's like even like ExpressVPN and everything like that. They reckon that they don't keep your details private anyway.
What are people doing online that they really got to worry about? I don't know. I guess a lot of things.
I don't know. Some things that people do on like in the dark web. You could you could buy hard drugs. I was even on an eBay. There.
Traffickers are on there and shit.
Yeah, you can buy like rocket launchers, dude.
For Bitcoin,
like guns, ammo.
We all use Bitcoin for currency.
Yeah,
that's the only place you can use it.
Telling the truth will be illegal. What do you mean will be? It already is. It's not that it's illegal. It's just misinformation is what they call it.
Wasn't that a South Park episode? Here's misinformation.
Yeah.
a woman called Misinformation.
Oh,
Misinformation. It was they were trying to, like, I think Kyle was sick. He had like liver disease or his kidneys were bad or something. And his mum sent
Eric Carbon to give him his kidney. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I think it was that one. Yeah, and then they sent him. His mum sent him to like one of those native Indian healers or something, and the native Indians turned out to be Mexicans.
Mm.
And the native Indians are like, no, we only do this sort of for money.
For money.
We're not healers. No, and they were trying to be like Cheech and Chong. It was funny.
Come on, Holmes. What are you doing here, boy?
It's all about money, Holmes. Everything's about money.
Healers.
You know?
It's all about the money.
I know these Mexicans nowadays, man. That's all they care about is money.
Money.
I gotta make more money. I'll work like 18 hours a day so I can make some more money. Then I'll work on Saturday and Sunday too. Yeah. Fuckers work 7 days a week, fucking 12, 16 hours a day. So they can make more money. I mean, they're making decent money as it is. They'll still work all those extra, it's insane. Because they want to work here for as few years as possible, make enough money to go retire in Mexico.
Hey.
Yeah.
A lot of them stay in America, though, don't they?
They just keep working the whole time. Why not? I kind of get it. Our culture sucks. There's nothing fun to do anymore. Might as well work all the time.
That's a smart thing.
Taking all the fucking joy out of life. And might as well just work all the time.
There's people here that do that too, man. But a lot of them, Pacific Islanders, a lot of them do that.
Yeah, they work like
a lot of them send money home, man, and they build up their farms and increase their wealth in their own countries, their own islands. And the plan's always, to go back, man, save money, buy a house here, make some money, cash it all in and go back and retire, But a lot of them just end up staying here. Most of them don't go back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the dream. I don't know. Get it, man. I think life's better in Mexico now, man. I don't see why Mexicans keep coming up here. It doesn't make any sense. Why?
They want to be with their buddies. They're all in LA.
Their buddies. Yeah. All their buddies are in the United States, so they got to be up here too, working all the time, making money.
They got to have a party. They got to have a party.
It's so fucking insane. If you really think about it, I try not to really think about it, but yeah, when I do, it's so fucking insane.
I wish we had a Mexico to escape to, man. We don't have anything. We're fucked.
Yeah, you're just a fucking island.
Prison island, man.
Water forever.
Prison island. Yeah.
Prison island.
You could swim to fucking New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
We've got the world's biggest Alcatraz, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, huh? New Zealand's even a smaller Alcatraz. I wouldn't want to be on an island like New Zealand or fucking.
New Zealand's fucked. They're worse than we are, man.
I just get I'm stuck, claustrophobic on that little island. So I heard people get that way.
They've still got fucking.
And they got Jacinda Ardern. Fuck that.
Horseface. No.
Mrs. Ed. It's actually Mr. Ed,
old
isn't
Horseface, he called her. Yeah, old Horseface.
Old Horseface. The racehorse, the Melbourne Cup winner.
So yeah, a lot of people think that Jacinda's not really a lady. I don't know. What do you think?
She's got a doodle.
Definitely got some manly fucking features. I don't know. She's got some features like Gollum from the Lord of the Rings.
She's got another appendage that's very horse-like, man, and it's not her teeth.
Her teeth do kind of stick out pretty hard now. Yeah. That's hilarious, man. Fuck yeah. Anyways, I guess on that note, man, I'm fucking about ready to wrap it up, man.
Oh yeah, we're going over 2 hours, man.
All right, we'll go longer if you guys want. It's been, I thought it was going on 2.5 hours. Yeah,
it was a good chat, man.
Good catching
up.
Good to see you, Ozzy. Good to see him, Fine. We'll see you on this week. I think
27th, man. Yeah, next Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone's in the Melbourne, I'll put a plug out. If anyone's in the Melbourne area, they'd like to come down to the Young and Jackson on when Friday. Is it? The 27th. Friday, the 27th.
Anytime after 5, man. Yeah.
What? Yeah. Yeah. So anytime, and just come along and have a few drinks with us. So
yeah, straight across the road from the station, man. Straight across the road from Flinders Street. Yeah. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, man.
All right, thanks, Eric.
Thank you guys for hanging out, man.
Thanks,
everybody in the chat.
Thanks to chat. Thanks to everyone in the chat. It's good to see you again.
Talk to you guys soon.
See you.